Hi everyone, today let's see how to draw this old man. First I am starting with a charcoal pencil for the band which he is wearing on his hair. I am using a soft charcoal pencil for this. After the first layer, blending it with the tissue. Then adding another layer and blending that also well. Now I am adding the darkest areas on this dark area. Now to give the woolen look, I am using the mono zero eraser and drawing vertical zigzag lines. You can see how I am drawing them. These are just random zigzag lines having space in between them. Now we'll come to the upper part of the hoodie. I have used the same tissue which I blended for this charcoal and used it as a base layer for this hoodie. On this I am using graphite pencils. Previously I used charcoal pencil because there I wanted a very dark layer, but this is a lighter one, so I am using graphite pencils for this one. Layer by layer I am adding graphite pencils and then blending them well. Then for dark areas I am using the next grade graphite pencil. As you have seen the drawing initially how it looked, for that texture I am using charcoal pencil and drawing vertical discontinued lines. Then I am slightly brushing it in the dark areas and then using a kneaded eraser to give highlights for this. To understand the proper contrast, I am blackening the background. I am using charcoal powder for this. After finishing the background, now I can understand how much lightness I need for this hoodie. So now I have darkened a bit. After darkening the shadowy areas, I am using the mono zero eraser and drawing minute crisscross lines. This will give a fabric effect. I have repeated adding the vertical lines to make it more darker. Now coming to the shirt on his hand. I am using graphite pencils for adding layers and then for the dark areas also to show up the shadows. Then blending well with the tissue. Then I am using 4B mechanical pencil to draw the vertical lines to give the fabric effect. At the corner I am also adding the sewn thread. Then I am adding the minute crisscross lines to show the fabric texture. The same crisscross lines I am repeating with the mono eraser also, so that with the highlights it will look more natural. I am using the mono eraser and kneaded eraser to highlight the light areas on the dark robe he is wearing. Now I am coming to the face. First, to draw the moustache and the beard, I am using indentation technique with an empty ballpoint pen. After filling up the indentations, I used a 12B graphite pencils over the hair. Using a dark pencil makes the hair stand out. Then I am drawing the eyes. With the darkest pencil I am drawing the eyeball with 12B pencil. For the skin I am going layer by layer from B pencil. After each layer I am blending well with the tissue. Fill the dark areas with the next grade pencil each time, so that we don't lose the outline or the exact position where we are supposed to draw. With 4B mechanical pencil I am giving the details for the eye. I am also drawing the wrinkles and folds of the skin with the mechanical pencil. I am covering all the areas of the face, under the eyes and at the corner of the eyes, near the nose and other areas. This is the basic outline of the wrinkles which I am drawing right now. On this I will add few layers of graphite pencils and then again I have to repeat the layers of wrinkles. I am darkening the certain shadowy areas with the next grade graphite pencil. Darkening, I am also considering the wrinkles and drawing accordingly. Along with the wrinkles, there are some spots and pores over the face. Those also I am drawing with the mechanical pencil. With a kneaded eraser, I am giving highlights on the skin. For smaller areas, I am using mono zero eraser. This I am using for highlights in the eyeball, for the inner part of lower eyelid, the corner of the eye, and for the skin in between the wrinkles. I am repeating the same for the other eye. Also giving highlights in the hair with mono zero eraser. Now the face is done and we'll move to the hand. Here also the same steps of face we will follow. We'll start with the base layer and then keep repeating layers until we get the required tone. Here also we have to draw the wrinkles and creases. and give highlights with mono zero eraser and kneaded eraser, same like face. And that's it, it's done. I hope you like it.